back in early 2007, if you can believe that or not. May 2007 is when they launched the F8 platform. So I'm excited today. We're going to go through these exercises, the strategy, the tactics, and then I'm going to go to my laptop and I'm going to show you how to actually do this on your desktop, and I'm going to show you how to do it on your phone as well. So you ready to begin? I'm Dennis Yu. I'm your instructor. I've been doing Facebook ads since the beginning. I've had several arguments with people, call them that with Mark Zuckerberg, about Facebook ads, and we've spent $1 billion on Facebook
impact on this
whether
company,
it's for local retail, or it's large enterprise B2B companies, or it's white labeled for other brands. We have seen pretty much every kind of mistake that you can make on Facebook, and therefore all the ways to be able to get around them. And I want to share with you not what we've heard from other people, but what we know actually works, because we've trained thousands of people through this framework that you're going to get, and it's all right here. So if we're not here together in Boston, at least you can download some of these items that we're talking about. You have access to the guide, which is a workbook that you could print and actually read, or you have access to the videos and the presentation version, which is what you're getting right here.
All right, good morning.
That you will care about, and we call this the
Welcome
social
back.
amplification engine. And it's an engine because you're taking social and
Is everyone ready for our next session?
and things that your
Awesome.
employees and your customers.
Well, I'd like to thank Brandy for starting the day off and making us all besties.
Facebook.
So thank you, Brandy.
Primarily on the
So my name is Karen Freeberg, and I teach in the IMC program. And I'm really honored to not only introduce one of the global leading experts in social media and marketing, but a dear friend of mine. So Dennis is the CEO of BlitzMetrics and is a world-renowned speaker, a best-selling author on Amazon. And his goal is to create 1 million jobs in social media. So he's all over around the world. He just came back from Pakistan. He's going to India tomorrow. It's amazing. I'm going to have to talk to you about what coffee you drink, Dennis, because I needed some of that. But most importantly, one title that I give Dennis is a dear friend. We've known each other for a decade, and you all are in for a very special treat. So let's give Dennis a warm WVU welcome.
Components. So we're going to talk about each of these phases one at a time.
Thank you.
Each one, so that you can go in and verify it and go to the workbook version.
Do you guys remember Cambridge Analytica?
Be able to get those things done. And
Facebook privacy, Russians manipulating the media. I got a call from CNN saying,
I'm still here.
I want you guys
still wants to make sure that you are getting through these items and not getting
stuck. One of these tabs open?
Always contact me.
One of these videos is playing.
Or you could message operations.
I can't figure out where this is.
And we'll help you out. Plumbing is the first stage. The necessary data allows you to figure out
this one.
how you're doing against your...
Oh, there's me and Jake Paul. That's another thing. We'll talk about this in a minute. All right. So I got asked to speak live in front of 3.5 million people about Facebook privacy. And have you guys ever had an important meeting the next day where you're looking at the alarm clock, you're like, shoot, did I miss it? Did I oversleep it? And you're like, oh, it's actually 3 a.m., it's 4 a.m., it's 5 a.m., I got to wake up in an hour or two. So I had to go to CNN, and it was the most bomb-threatened place on the planet. It's 5 levels of security. You know, like TSA, how that's a pain in the butt? Imagine many, many levels like that. I didn't have enough sleep. They put a thing in my ear, and when you guys ever been in a TV studio? It's kind of scary because you're not sure what to look at, and there's these 7 cameras, and they're all kind of moving around. And then I remember seeing George Howell, who's the counterpart to Anderson Cooper, and he said, and now, introducing Dennis Yu, CTO of BlitzMetrics, and we're going to talk about Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And I saw myself on the screen, and I'm like, I'm on TV. And I didn't realize that the camera was on me. So while this was happening, look at what happened in the first 10 seconds when they introduced me.
Let's bring in Dennis Yu to talk about it. Dennis is the Chief Technology Officer for BlitzMetrics.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It seems to
it's like 9 seconds. And I had friends who, they were boarding planes, and they looked up at CNN on the monitor, because that's kind of when people see that, and they said, Dennis, I saw you on TV, but were you high? What are you doing?
So 1 or 2%.
So then they started asking me these questions. Do you think Facebook should be regulated? And I said, yes. I think they're like cigarettes. Do you think that tobacco companies should have to make their own rules? And so we went round and round about what does the data mean, what does Cambridge Analytica mean, and then I got to argue with Mark Zuckerberg.
Facebook are just
which is, can you imagine that on live TV?
But other guys have
That's awesome, isn't it? And I was like, oh my goodness, they're going to come after me. I had calls from Facebook executives saying, Dennis, you can't be saying stuff like that on TV. I said, I don't work for you. I can say whatever I want.
We're defenseless.
And they were asking me, how does Facebook do what it does? How does Facebook's algorithm work? How can someone use Facebook to be able to manipulate elections? And I said, well, it's easy. What you do is you make 1-minute videos and you let the system optimize for $1 a day. And we went on and on about 1-minute videos and $1 a day. And I said, you can use this to manipulate the media. And they're like, yeah, how does that work? How do you manipulate the media? Well, it works like this. You get on CNN Live talking about how to do something like this, and then you go to, say, the Washington Post. Oops. And they're asking, what's going on with Facebook and how do you manipulate things? And here they are, they're quoting me. According to Dennis Yu, the Russians and the Chinese are manipulating, and here's how the system works. You load up lots and lots of things that get decent engagement, and the ones that win, you put $1 a day, $10 a day, and therefore the system does the optimization. The algorithm does that optimization for you, right? You don't have to have millions and millions of user profiles and all these PhDs in computer science. You literally just need to make little videos, and the system, whether it's YouTube or Amazon or whatnot, will take the most engaging pieces and have those go to the top, just like American Idol or these, the NBA Finals, like whatever contest, it goes to the very top. That's what people don't understand about social media. So I want to demonstrate how this actually works. Because most people don't realize that you can manipulate the media, you can also use it to create jobs, you can use it to do all kinds of stuff. So I want to bring up, actually, in a second, we're going to bring up Dr. Karen Freeberg.
Look at that.
Can we get some sound on this?
Look at that. Oh my God, that one's expensive and worth every penny. Dr. Karen, if I may, to the rest of the world, it's Dr. Karen Freeberg, Perez Hilton here. And if you don't know who Dr. K is, I'm thankful that Dennis Yu let me know. She is an expert in the world that I am a part of,
you know who
social media. She has the #1 book among social media professors. It's Social Media for Strategic Communications. This book over here, I don't know if you can see it, it's on Amazon. You better get it right now. But in addition to that, Dr. Karen Freeberg is very busy writing curriculum for American Dream University, for BlitzMetrics, and more. She's busy training young adults to be their best selves. Plus, she is an expert shot putter, NCAA champion, true story. And Dennis went to school with her at SMU and had the same track coach, and Dennis is her biggest fan, and I am a new fan, and you should too. And I am thankful for this. I could really learn a lot from that. Social media, constantly trying to learn and improve, and maybe we could actually collaborate together, Dr. Karen. Anyways, you're amazing. So are you, Dennis. A big hug to you both. Mwah. And everybody else watching, The Perez Hilton on Instagram. Follow me. Listen to my podcast at PerezPodcast.com. And, of course, check out PerezHilton.com right now. Mwah.
What do you guys think? Isn't Dr. Karen awesome? Now, what you don't know is that this video I posted on my Facebook, and I boosted it. Oops, what's going on here? Now it's running an ad. I boosted it for $1 a day. And 22,000 people saw this, and I can take this and I can...
Look at that!
I can target this
oh my God, that one's
to the people that are at WVU. I can target it to people who are professors. I can target to friends of Brandy, to people who have, pet schnauzers that are blind and are left-handed. All this kind of data, because all I need is that post ID, and I can boost it. And the system will optimize. I can use it to target people who work at CNN and the Washington Post. You know how I got on CNN? I had an LA Times article talking about Facebook. And I took that article and I targeted it to people that work at CNN, who work at these other places. And each of these articles that comes out, or I could take this video talking about Dr. Karen's book, and I could target it to all the professors at social media, just that audience. I can do that on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on TikTok, on every single channel. I can target it on YouTube. I can target based on who the followers are. Do you see what's possible now because the algorithm does the targeting, but we can also specify that kind of targeting. It's absolutely incredible. So Dr. Karen, come on up. Let's make a video. And you stand over here, so that way with the audience in the back.
Okay.
And what are we going to make a video on?
We're going to make a video about why Integrate and WVU is the best place to be for digital marketing.
All right. So that means, so she's going to say some stuff, and then at the end, there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to cheer, okay? And we're going to do this right on my cell phone, no fancy audio, video. You ready?
Yep.
And
hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here at WVU's Integrate Conference. This is the premier digital marketing conference for professionals, students, educators here in Morgantown, West Virginia. You get to hear great speakers like Dennis Yu and Brandy, the Queen Bee in marketing. And it's a great place to get hands-on experience and meet some incredible people from all over the U.S. and around the world.
now that's our video right here. Also, we need a brave volunteer. Who wants to be our brave volunteer to demonstrate how to make dollar-a-day ads live? You in the back with the white glasses. What's your name? Come on up. Is it Connie? All right. Is it? Maddie. Maddie, okay, Maddie, so you're going to be at the computer and open up Twitter. And while she's doing that, I'm going to Twitter and I'm going to make this post using this. Oh, go to that one, yeah. And I've got this video here that she's made. By the way, I can do this on every single channel. I happen to do it on Twitter. And what should our caption be? Here's why.
Integrate.
What's it? Integrate, okay.
At WVU IMC.
Uh-oh.
That's the program.
Integrate. Here, what is it? Okay, hold on. Here, you type it.
Okay.
You type the thing. Meanwhile, let's go to more. Here on the left side, we're going to create an ad. Go to Twitter ads. And we're going to create a $1-a-day campaign. Create campaign, top right. So Maddie, you have to play along. We're going to choose engagement as the objective. So scroll down a little bit. It's right below website traffic. Next. Campaign name. Name it Integrate Karen Freeberg. Oh, campaign name? Yeah, Integrate Karen Freeberg. I know Parrot has called you Fredberg, but close enough, right? That's good enough. Yep. Go down. Karen F, that's good. And next. Notice she's making the ad campaign, so you can't tell me this is too difficult, okay? A lot of people are like, oh, well, Dennis has been doing this a long time, so he spent $1 billion on ads, so like, no, you can do it. You've never done Twitter ads before, have you? Okay. We're going to spend how much? $1 a day. Yeah, they try to trick you like that. By the way, never, because people will put in 100 thinking that means $1. And then I look at the credit card, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Just don't use any dots. And then the total group budget put at $7. So we're going to spend $1 a day for $7. So if we forget, then this thing, won't just continue to run out of control. We always put limits on campaigns. Scroll down, all the way down to the follower lookalikes. A little bit, okay, right there. And let's put in Karen Freeberg in there in the search. A little bit lower. No, that's custom audiences. Below, follower lookalike. No. X out of that a little bit more. Right here under follower lookalikes. Type in Karen Freeberg, and you'll see she's got the blue check now, right? Just like me, third one there. Okay, click on her. Oh, not that one. This one here, third one. Okay, 6,700 people, not bad. So now, and that means we're going to reach 4,200 because not everyone is on Twitter all the time, right? Now let's click on recommendations and find other people that are like Karen. So what's going on? Karen special. Now, do you recognize some of these people?
Yes.
You do. So how does Twitter know? Let's click on some of them, like Dr. I, Matt Kushin. I recognize a bunch of these. Just click on a few of these. So how is Twitter deciding who these other people are? I'm going to let you in on something that only a few engineers know. I built the analytics at Yahoo 20 years ago, so I can say this. I'm a legit search engine engineer. The way that Twitter is making suggestions is the same way that Amazon is making recommendations on things that you've bought. Or if you're on Netflix or Spotify, if you bought this one thing, you might also like, if you like this movie, you might also like this other thing. Twitter and Facebook's the same thing. The things that Maddie likes, maybe on TikTok, is also gonna find things that you also like. So click done on that. Well, I've added quite a few of them. Now we're up to 41,000. So this algorithm that powers Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and LinkedIn and all that is the same algorithm. Can you believe that? It's called a collaborative filter. Collaborative filter is people who like this also like that, right? Now click, actually go down, go to the bottom, and we're going to find the tweet that we just made. Scroll up a little bit, and then instead of promoted only, we're going to look at organic. Good job, Addie. Click on organic, and let's take that one tweet, click that one. Now, if we have other tweets that have Dr. Karen in them, we could promote those as well, right? And let's click next, and we'll be done. Launch campaign. Now go to the tab to the left that shows, let's look at my latest tweet and see the stats on that. Click on my profile, profile here, so we can get to my tweet. I've got a blue check too, just like you. Scroll down. Okay, there's our 2 minutes ago. Let's click on that post. Click on the 3 lines. Scroll down a little bit to get the analytics. Like here, the 3 lines there. There we go. So 19 people have seen it, and somebody shared it and liked it. Oh, awesome. Thank you. But this number is going to go up because I could also duplicate this tweet, and I can target people who are professors at WVU. I could target people that study biology. I could target people who like football, right? All of these things, and that's how we're using the algorithm to do exactly what we want. This is the key to social media, is it can amplify something that's already working well. You guys follow me on that? Imagine if you were making 15-second videos about anything, any cause that you believed in, anything that you wanted to buy or sell, anyone that you wanted to highlight, and you could manipulate the media or anyone, or your friend. My friend Eric Ludwig was the CMO at Rosetta Stone. So I made a little thing saying, Eric, happy birthday. Bro, you don't look like 50. You look like 35, but congratulations, old man. And I targeted it to all the people that work in marketing at Rosetta Stone, 250 people in Washington, D.C., where their headquarters is. And I got a cease and desist from their chief legal officer. That's how you know it's working. Saying, you can't be running this, because he thought he must be spending millions of dollars, promoting the Rosetta Stone brand. I'm like, no, we spent 73 cents targeting just the people that work on Eric's team. So good job there. So 22 and 7. So how many of you guys here are engaging on that tweet? You should be. You should be following Dr. Karen. I see more than 7 hands, but I see only 7 engaged. Actually, no, 12 likes. Okay, good. 8 shares. All right, good. Let's go to that tab 2 over, that Facebook tab. Maddie? That's not that one. No, well, yeah, that one. Okay, good. And let's see. Actually, let's go one more tab over. And click play on that one. Yeah. So that's TikTok. So click play on that one. So this is Jake Paul's house. And we were filming. Dr. Karen was helping me on the curriculum. And I brought 10 people to Jake Paul's house. Can you imagine what that's like? And I wasn't able to control all these kids. And one of them decided to pull on the Lego wall. Because in his house, there's this Lego wall. You pull the string, and all of these Legos come out. Right? Now, this particular post you can see has gotten 500,000 likes, which means probably 4 million, 5 million views. But how did TikTok, press pause on that, how did this post blow up? What was it about this post? What do you guys think? Just guess. What's that? It's a celebrity, right, but anybody can make a post about a celebrity and it won't necessarily take off. What's going on is TikTok recognized the background as Jake Paul's house, image recognition, and showed it to all the people who are fans of Jake Paul. So if you're doing a podcast, if you have an ad and you want to place something in your background, maybe strategically place a book or a particular object, you can sort of subconsciously manipulate the algorithm, we've tested this, to target these certain kinds of people, almost like subliminally. Do you consider that manipulative, or is that okay, or is that a shock to you? TikTok won't admit to this. This is one of the key things that they're doing that no one else is able to, so Facebook and LinkedIn and these other guys have not caught up on the technology to be able to target, because they would target based on who likes something or who's like these particular kinds of people, but they weren't recognizing images. They weren't recognizing objects and whatnot, and then using that as targeting because it's all video heavy. Isn't that really cool? Let's go to the next tab. So when Jake and I were together, let's play the first few seconds. Let's go to the beginning.
Then
let's go to the
certification badge.
Yeah, go to the very beginning and just play the first few seconds. Make it bigger.
Throughout my career, I've surrounded myself with experts, and I can't teach everything in this program. So that's why I wanted to bring in Dennis. Let's give it up for Dennis, who has done $1 billion in Facebook ads. And together, we wanted to be able to certify your guys' agency so that when you go through the training, you actually are certified and legit.
We want to see you guys actually make money. These businesses are hurting. So when you go through and get certified, you go through the exercises, which we know you're able to do. You're then going to get that certification badge, and we're going to give you clients. The cool thing is that we know a lot of dentists and doctors and real estate agents and attorneys, and they are dying for help. We have 100,000 small businesses that would love to hire you. So this is not just a course. You're going to get certified. It's better than a college degree.
It's better.
And we're going to give you those clients. But you have
to tell them not to piss on colleges.
There's no extra thing that you need to.
Now, what if I were to say, hey, I'm Dennis Yu, some random Asian guy talking to you, so hopefully you can trust me, and I want to create jobs with you guys so that you can train up other students. How is that different than having Dr. Karen Freeberg or having Jake Paul talk to these young adults saying, hey, Dennis and I, we created this program, and I'd like to see you become an influencer, and I'm going to show you how because I'm an influencer too. I have 25 million subscribers on every single social media channel. What's the difference between like me, some random Asian guy, versus Jake Paul or Dr. Karen saying, hey, come join our program, or let's start training up students? What's the difference? Authority? Why is that, Isaac?
It's someone that, using Jake Paul as an example, it's someone that the audience that you're trying to reach recognizes and respects.
Yeah, and reach, you said reaches, recognizes, and respects. So if you're trying to teach something and you haven't done it yourself, you're a hypocrite. You're a fraud, right? So us, as educators, need to be able to embody these things. And I feel like things are kind of backwards because sometimes these kids know more about social media than we do in some way, right? Because I'm like, TikTok, right? Karen and I did this thing on TikTok recently. Let's go to, open up a new tab and go to photos.google.com. I was in London 4 days ago, and my friend Amir, who's ultra wealthy, he'd play on stage with Sting. I remember flying to LA and just down, see if I can find this thing. Actually, do London, type in London. I remember flying to LA and picking up one of Sting's guitars and flying it all the way back to London to deliver this to my friend. And this friend has the best in everything. His watches are so expensive, every one of them is a luxury automobile, the price basically, right? He's got all, you know these people, you ever get mad at these people? They're just rich, right, wealthy. And let's scroll down a little more. And let's keep going. It's my buddy Amir. And why is that not showing up? Scroll up a little more. Okay, that one, 34 seconds on the right, second row. Yeah, that one, play that one. Hopefully this is the right one. Got a ton of these. This is automatically being uploaded from my phone.
Coffee loses flavors in two ways. It degasses and it oxidizes. And what many people don't realize is that by taking whole beans, grinding them when they're at their optimal time, and packing them into a single serve container, which is hermetically sealed and oxygen flushed, means that you can get a consistently fresh cup of coffee each and every time, much more so than through other methods.
Press stop on that and then go back and then get rid of the London search and let's just go through my last few photos. There's a particular video I'm looking for, which is the world's most expensive coffee. Karen, guess how much per pound is the world's most expensive coffee? Scroll down and keep scrolling until we see it. It is. It's $2,500. Keep going. A pound. Keep going. Not British pounds. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, wait. Well, why is it? Oh, you know what? It's not uploading. That's why. So that's the thing. If it's on my phone and I don't have a good connection, then it won't make it. Actually, do this. Go to photos.amazon.com. I have another backup on this. And I also have iCloud as well. I was diving the Great Barrier Reef one time. I brought my iPhone, and I didn't realize it was truly waterproof and shorted it, but I still had everything. Click sign in. Hopefully that'll show up. Yeah, click continue. Yep, sign in. Oh, OTP. The code is 219525. Don't require OTP. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yep, it's good. All right, go back to photos.amazon.com. So Maddie, thanks for being a good sport. So I'm interviewing him, yeah, scroll down, about the very best coffee. Oh, look, see, now our videos are starting to show up. Yep, I was in Calgary the day before yesterday. Let's keep going. Tim Hortons, keep going. I'm taking screenshots of all kinds of stuff. Having steak there, keep going. There's my boarding passes. Okay, let's see, keep going, a little bit more. Keep going, we're making coffee at his place. These are all authentic kinds of videos shot on this phone. Keep going, and, oh, stop, wait. This one. Yeah, actually, no, 43 seconds, one above. Yeah, that one, click on that one.
This is officially the world's rarest and most expensive coffee. We bought it at auction. We paid $2,500, just over $2,500 per pound. So for that, it scored 94.75 points. So it was the highest scoring coffee in the Best of Panama competition. Now, not a lot of people know that, but coffee, or Arabica, is actually graded using a 100-point system, which was created by the Specialty Coffee Association together with the Coffee Quality Institute. The higher the point score of a coffee, the tastier it will be. I'm Amir from Difference Coffee, and I'd love to invite you on a journey of discovery of taste to enjoy the world's best coffees.
Okay. Now, how would we, if we wanted to sell more coffee, and go to Instagram and go look for Difference Coffee, what would we do? If we ran a student agency and we wanted to help Amir and sell more coffee, what kinds of things might we, based on what we know about social media and personal branding, what would we do? Should we recruit social media experts to help us? Or should we recruit people who know a lot about, search for Difference Coffee? Or would we do better by having people who know something about coffee? If we took the world's, some of the best social media experts in the world, or whatnot, scroll through some of these so you can see who these people are, versus we took someone who's a big coffee enthusiast, who do you think would do better in a social media campaign? The social media expert or the coffee enthusiast? The coffee enthusiast, why? Because they know the audience and they can create the content. So we have Wolfgang Puck, we have these 3-star Michelin chefs and whatnot. Now, do you think that 3-star Michelin chef knows anything about TikTok's algorithm or about how to run Facebook ads and how to structure and account-based, campaign-based optimization? No? Yet the way we're driving sales is collecting these little 15-second videos. And so he's not just saying we have the best coffee in the world. He's able to show this is the most popular coffee in Michelin star restaurants because this is the one that chefs prefer. And then he'll have the chefs smell different kinds of coffee and then talk about where the coffee comes from and say how there's a 100-point grading scale, just like with the wine grading scale, where there's coffee that's sold at auction. And so he buys only the very best coffee, which is super expensive. I will ship you some and you can try it and then let me know what you think. It is kind of expensive, but Amir and I, we have kind of a deal going on, right? I've known him for 25 years. And so this is where social media is going. It is not the map or the algorithm. It is not all this engineering and big data and Cambridge Analytica. It's about building these relationships in micro moments that are 15 seconds. That's the key thing to understand. The way we're creating jobs is we are going to help students round up all this stuff. Let's go back to my Amazon photos and scroll back even further. We're going to help these businesses collect their little 15-second stories, edit them in a particular kind of way, keep going down, and then run ads against them for $1 a day, and that's what drives sales. This works in any kind of business keep going. Any kind of business that has word of mouth. I got rammed into we had a press conference in Karachi. I was in Pakistan. I'm with all the government officials in Pakistan, some of the largest entrepreneurship groups in the world, actually the largest, 1.2 million. I spoke at this guy's conference, Qasim Ali Shah, he's like the Tony Robbins of Pakistan. So you can see on and on, there's all these things that go. There's me and him, and Rihan Alawala, who's like the connector. meeting with these charities, feed 200,000 people a day, and train them in IT. Guess how much, just keep scrolling through here. Guess how much is life-changing income per month in Pakistan? How much money do you have to make in a month to have life-changing money? How much? 250, that's good. $500. Because the average income is $60, $70 a month. Can you imagine making $1, $2 a day? So we're training up all these people and teaching them. That guy's the top SEO guy. These guys, anyway, I can tell you who all these different people are. And all these people here are wanting to make $500 a month. They have college degrees, they speak English, they work hard, they're talented. And what we want to do is hire these people to work for us. So these student-run agencies, these students can work with the different clients and collect the videos and whatnot, because you need someone in person to collect the videos. And then as these videos are being collected, they're being processed by these folks in Pakistan, Philippines, all these other folks that are making 10 bucks a day to do all this kind of stuff. We don't want to create jobs in the US that can be done by other people that are making 5 or 10 bucks a day. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of it, you know. Like, so let's do something else. Let me show you an example of what happens when you process content at scale. So let me take this over here. Who wants to make a video with me about something? About Dr. Karen. You want to make one?
I'll make a video.
Make a video? Okay. Good, good. What do you want to make a video on?
Oh, I don't know.
What's something that you're knowledgeable about or passionate about?
Music.
Music? Okay. So come over here and Maddie is a music aficionado here at WVU.
I did get my undergrad in music.
Tell us about yourself.
I got my undergrad in music from WVU. I graduated in 2017, and now I'm back for my master's in digital marketing.
What is the most difficult thing about digital marketing?
The papers that you have to write. And the ever-changing world. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Hey!
And a shout out to my friend Dr. Karen Freeberg and all our friends at WVU. Okay. Now, good job. Now, this video is being transcribed live, and it was recorded on the laptop without a professional microphone. Now, let's hit Open Project in the bottom left. By the way, I've got 15 or 20 of these AI-driven tools. I don't want to get the details of these tools. I just want to give you a sense of what's possible. So it's almost done transcribing, and it's going to recognize, actually, so where it says speaker, click on that, and just put my name for now, because we haven't loaded you up. So we're on the gray left there, just to the left there. Click on that, and then say, click on my name, Dennis Yu. Okay. And there's one filler word. You can see the So let's click on remove on the bottom right. So the system is detecting all the filler words. It's cleaning up the sound automatically. Let's go to, click play on that so we can hear how this is going. Okay. Maddie is a music aficionado here at WVU.
I did get my undergrad in music.
Tell us about yourself.
I got my undergrad in music from WVU. I graduated in 2017, and now I'm back for my
press pause
master's
on
in
that.
digital
Now
marketing.
there's one thing that's going to be hard to find. I'm going to click on it so you can see. Now I can take this and automatically, here we go, cool. You can hear her speak. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. I'm going to go back and forth with the feature called Studio
I did
Sound.
get my undergrad in music.
Listen to the difference here. Tell us about yourself.
I got my undergrad in music from WVU.
This
I
is raw.
graduated in 2017,
Now this is
and
cleaned up.
now I'm back for my master's in digital marketing.
Now this
What
is
is the
back
most
to
difficult thing
raw.
about digital marketing?
The
Cleaned
papers
up.
that you have to write. And the ever-changing world. You never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Hey!
And a shout out to my friend Dr. Karen Freeberg and all our friends at WVU. You hear that difference? The sound is cleaned up automatically. You have children that are screaming in the background, other kinds of noise. But the other thing that people don't know, you guys know what deepfakes are? So maybe this wasn't at WVU. Maybe this was at another university. What university is it? University of Louisville. Louisville is the way to say it. And now the AI is going to say it in my voice. It's going to render it with whatever I want to say. Now, the lips and all that won't work exactly quite right. There's another software that we use to make that stuff stitch together. But I can say anything I want in my voice or Dr. Karen's voice. The more audio the system has, the better it's able to interpret the voice and the tone and these other pieces. And it takes just a few seconds for it to render. Does this scare you or does this excite you?
My friend Dr. Karen Freeberg and all our friends at University of Louisville.
Louisville. Okay, we'll probably have to redo that one. Now that you've seen stuff like this, what do you think? Like, Brandy, what do you think of technology like this?
I mean, I see it every day.
Do you believe what you see in the media now? Do you believe what you see on social media, given that you know that this can happen? Have you ever seen this kind of thing demonstrated live, or is this kind of something you've heard about or maybe in the movies? This is real. Now, technology is neither good nor bad. People will say, this technology, can't be allowed because people can use it to manipulate the Chinese or whatever it is. Technology is like fire. You can use fire to cook a steak, and you can burn yourself too if it's not being used properly. So imagine that we are able to use this to do something amazing. Let's go back to Twitter and see how that, Matt, let's go to that post on Twitter and see how we're doing on that post. Question? It's called Descript. Descript. Yeah. And we're friends, full disclosure, with all the people that make all these different kinds of AI software. So there we go, not bad. 51, 22, 259, pretty good. Now we're going to create an interactive journey. Let's make a simple one because we don't have a lot of time. So what's a question someone wants to ask and the answer is this or this? Or how about Dr. Karen, come on up. And ask a question like, are you, actually you face me, your back's to them, and say, are you a professor? I'm Dr. Karen Freeberg, and I've got these best-selling books, and I teach social media and PR. But let me ask you, are you a professor or are you a student, right? Come with me on this journey. We're going to help create 1 million jobs. But are you a professor or are you a student? Okay, you ready?
All right.
And go.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Freeberg. I'm a professor in strategic communications and PR. I have a question for you. Are you an educator? Are you a student? Let's explore this together.
Okay, good. So she's made this video here. I'm going to use it. And then now you have to answer those questions. Okay? And while we're doing that, open a new tab and go to gotolstoy.com. Go Tolstoy, there it is. So let's say you're a student. So Karen, you ready to answer that one? So you're going to answer student. So you say, oh, great, you're a student. Well, we love to train students because you guys are I believe the children are our future. Teach them well, then let them live. Show them all the beauty they possess. No, I'd say professor. It's too bad. Whitney Houston cost me $5,000 the night she died because we were doing some stuff for the Grammys. Bev Jackson? Mm-hmm. And we were doing social analytics for them for the Grammys, and then she died the night before. And we pay Twitter, the fire hose. You have to pay Twitter for their data. All the other guys give us data. That's why I think Twitter's monetization isn't very good, because they make you pay for the data. And it cost us an extra. All the tweets of her dying literally cost me $5,000 in data overage charges from Twitter. Anyway, but you didn't know that. Okay, so now we're going to answer, you're a student. So you're going to say, great, you're a student. Okay. And then say something about who you are, and then maybe come follow me and learn more about opportunities, or join one of my professors or one of the student-run programs, right? You ready? And?
That is wonderful to hear that you're a student. We have many opportunities for you to learn all the things about digital marketing, social media here at WVU, and I'm excited to take part of this journey, as many of the other educators here are as well.
Okay, good. Now I have that video, thank you. And we're going to answer the other one where you're a professor. One more. Yeah? And I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to have these students reply with the video. Or they could reply with the link. We could send them to a landing page. There's all kinds of things that we could do. Because after all, if you can't make a video, you can't play the game, right? The whole system is based upon making these games. Okay, now here, Professor, you ready? All right, Professor Karen, you're getting a workout.
Yeah, I know.
Dave Woolman would be proud.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
I have 2 left feet.
Here we go.
Right. It's great to hear that you're an educator, because here at WVU we have amazing students who are at the top of their game, coming in from industry, coming from their undergraduate degree, and so you also get to be part of a great community here at WVU.
Okay, good. Now we have the initial question, and we have a 2-part sequence. And I'm also going to say, make a video. So you have to make a video to be able to continue. Okay. And I'm going to tie them together. So anyone who answers student is going to get student. Anyone who answers professor is going to get professor. And I'm going to publish this. And I'm going to copy this link. And I'm going to post it on Twitter. Go back to Twitter, please. Has a question for you. Everything, there's no PowerPoint here, by the way. So don't ask for the slides. We're actually doing it, okay? I always believe there's no better way than to actually do the thing. And actually, let's go back to Twitter and then go back to Twitter and look for that latest tweet, because that video is going to, hopefully the Wi-Fi's. Click sign in. Continue with Google. Actually, that'll work too. And let's go to, let's search Tolstoy. Let's do a search for Mark. On the left, where it says search Tolstoy. It's called Mark's Wacky Adventure. Oh, instead of personal library, go under like the main library. Actually, yeah, click under personal library, it'll switch to another one. Team library. Then search for Mark in here. There we go, Mark's Wacky Adventure. Click on that one. All right, click publish, or click preview, top right. Click play.
Guys, it's wedding season. Do you want to see me eat this cake? Yes or no?
Yes or no? Yes. Okay.
You want to see me eat this cake? Okay, well, yeah, I mean, it'll be my pleasure, because, you know, it's not like I'm the one getting married, just enjoying this cake. Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? Cake him, all right.
They want me to give you the cake? Well, what did they choose? Dennis, seriously, what did they choose?
This is what they chose.
No, no.
Clean up or Area 15?
Area 15.
All right.
Well, we have a spill.
What if you could harness?
But I think let's just go to the store instead, because break is over.
You ever been there in Vegas? Click. What do you want to do, Maddie? You choose. Explore menu. Choose. All right, and there's our program for teaching. Let's go to Twitter, so you can see how you can build these interactive adventures, right? Let's go to Twitter and look at the one that I just made. Oh, wow, 326. It's starting to take off. Let's X out of that, go back to my profile, and look at the... Let's refresh that. Control R, enter. Yeah, okay. And let's look at the interactive adventure we just made. Did it not post? Is it still posting? It hasn't posted yet. Okay. Let's see if I can share this another way. Let's go to, let me try this again. Maybe I didn't enter it properly. Refresh my Twitter again. Let's try that again. There we go, hit that. This is one we just made. Go.
Hey. Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Freiberg. I'm a professor in strategic communications and PR. I have a question for you. Are you an educator or are you a student? Let's explore this together.
Which one are you? Okay.
That is wonderful to hear that you're a student. We have many opportunities for you to learn all the things about digital marketing, social media here at WVU, and I'm excited to take part of this journey, as many of the other educators here are as well.
Okay. Now let's go to the documents here. So you got to Alt-Tab over here. There's one called My Personal Brand Manager. Like Apple Tab if you use Apple. Alt-Tab. Yeah, change applications. Oh, no, one more over. To the left, one more. There you go. All right, so scroll down. So we're collecting lots of these videos, long form, short form videos, but we want to organize. This is for all of us here. Don't think that you're exempt. Speaking at conferences. You don't have to speak at conferences, by the way. Keep going. Look, all the things Dr. Karen has to say, I've been collecting all of them, you know. When it's on the internet, it's forever. Okay, we teach at a bunch of these universities. Keep going, keep going. Go to the topic wheel. Do this at a lot of universities. Keep going. Keep going until you see this wheel with 3. Okay, yep, there we go. Stop here. So each of us, if we think about our personal brand, and that's me with more hair from a few years ago, think about the things that you care about, the things that you want to be known for. So I want to be known for education, so I want to be associated with Dr. Karen Freeberg. If I just said, hey, I'm here to create jobs, or I'm an educator, or I believe that students should have real training instead of just textbooks and things like this, that doesn't carry as much weight as actually doing stuff together with other people. So the way to build authority, like Isaac talked about, is I need to co-create content. I need to have a podcast. I don't have to be Gary Vaynerchuk, right? But I need to have content that's associated with each of these topics that shows that I'm authoritative. So if I'm on CNN, you don't necessarily know if I know anything about Facebook, but you assume I do because, oh, well, the guy's on CNN, so they must have brought people who are intelligent to talk about Facebook, right? So that's perceived authority. And perceived authority is what drives the actual sale and the eventual authority of the execution, where you actually know what we're talking about, right? I could say that I'm a really good shot putter, but then Dr. Karen Freeberg could absolutely beat me because she has the actual authority, right? So go to the next slide. And so what you want to do is tie that with other people who have that authority. And in the world of social media, it's very easy to make content with other people because you're just one tweet away, one funnel away. Go down, and then when you create content with these other people, now you have content that's part of what we call the topic wheel. Anyone can come in on any of these particular pieces. The algorithm, remember, is looking to see who's going to engage with what, and it's going to find these winners. If you create lots of pieces of content, 1 in 10 will win, so maybe this one thing with Mari Smith is going to win. I don't know. I have to create lots of these pieces of content, not randomly, but around these particular topics that I care about, that drive people into my program, that drive people into selling chocolates or selling expensive coffee, right? So when you see Difference Coffee making content with the top chefs, with the people that like the nicest things in life, with people who care about flavor, with people who are doing these other kinds of things that are well known, it's not just their audience, but it's the topics that they care about. This I consider to be the heart of social media. It has nothing to do with algorithms and tools. It's not a Facebook or Twitter or Instagram sort of thing. It's deeper than that because it's about feeding the algorithm the things that it wants, because these people have already proven in the algorithm that they are well known about this topic. They have an audience about this topic. So when you leverage what's already working and then you put $1 a day against it, you will drive sales because you're multiplying against what's already working. You're throwing fuel on the fire. And so that's what we're teaching these students. We're teaching these students that they have to make these 15-second and 1-minute type videos so that rather than just talk about it, rather than just make an essay, they're getting live feedback and data all the time. When they make a LinkedIn post, they make a Twitter post, us as educators have to be creating content too. Otherwise, it's just like, the fat coach that's telling you that you need to exercise. Like, well, this is proof. I know the best buffets in the world. This is proof of that. Okay, let's go back to Chrome. Good job, Maddie. And so because we believe in this, let's go to that one that says, after Amazon, because I think we have 5 minutes left. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So we'll refresh that. So I wanted to teach people about the power of making a 1-minute video. But rather than me talk about it, why not have someone actually demonstrate how to make a 1-minute video? So click play on that.
Hey guys, Dennis wanted me to send you this. Best 1-minute tip. Bro, you got to be authentic. You got to be transparent. You got to get people's attention. I'm like, hey! That's one way to get their attention. Now, if you're in a professional setting, it might be more like making a big claim, okay? I guarantee you, something. You got to punch. You got to have a hook. You got to get excited. So, and let me just say this. All that being said, quantity beats quality. Don't kid yourself. You got to get out there a lot, okay? Hey, you guys be great. 10X everything. Think in 10X levels. And that dude you're working with, Dennis Yu, he's a bad, bad man. You see what I do? I keep getting your attention. He's a bad, bad man. And that's my little girl right there. She a freak. And that used to be grapefruit on my plate.
But he ate it.
See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing?
So you see what he's doing is he's engaging through a 1-minute video. He's constantly getting your attention. So you can see that of the 135,000 that have seen it, 113 stayed to actually see it, and even further, we got all these other comments and shares and whatnot. So he's not just saying make a 1-minute video. He's actually demonstrating that he knows how to make a 1-minute video, and you can look at the stats, whether you like this guy or not. I've got ones made with Gary, with him, with all these other people. I consider, Jake Paul, all of them understand attention, okay? So now we're training up students, and these students are coming in, they're making 1-minute videos, they're starting their agencies. Go to that next tab. And one of the things we ask them to do is to create a 3x3 goal sheet. Personal, physical, professional, short, medium, long. So there's this 3x3, there's nine goals, because we believe that everyone should be, balanced. And have you guys heard of the brand ASICS? Like ASICS Tiger? That stands for Animo Sane and Corpore Sano, a sound mind and a sound body. Because if you're physically healthy, then you mentally, like everything's in balance. But if you don't fill out your goals sheet, because the system, you sign up and the system sends you an email saying, hey, Isaac, now do this. And then a week later it follows up, hey, Isaac, you didn't submit your latest goals. These apps that will remind you that you didn't do something. But imagine instead of getting a robot reminder, imagine you didn't fill out your latest goal sheet every quarter and you got this. Click play on that.
Dennis wanted me to hit you. Fill out those boxes. 9 simple boxes. Short, medium, long-term goals. Personal, physical, professional. Every day I write my goals down. Every single day. Morning, at night, before I go to sleep. This way you can start categorizing, figure out where they're at so you're hitting everything. You don't want to just hit money and not take care of your physical. I am working out this morning. You write your goals down every day, fill out your 3x3 goals. I'm telling you, magic will happen. Magic. It is magic. Okay? You guys be great. I love you.
Now, everything in life, I believe, is a interactive journey. Everything is a funnel. Any interaction, you never know where it's going to go because there's questions, there's responses, and that's what makes life so interesting. Now, imagine if what we know about engaging and being human and being like Mark Schaefer and being authentic and establishing that humanity, all of that has nothing to do with the internet, right? The internet is just technology that allows us to reach people. But if we understand the heart of how we build relationships, is connecting with other people and establishing rapport, now all of a sudden the entire internet opens up. It's like this matrix. So instead of the green lines down the screen, you see the woman in the red dress, because now you take any journey, any experience, any goal that you have, and you map that out. Those are interactive videos along the way. Just like Grant saying, hey, Karen, you didn't fill out your goal sheet. Or Jake Paul says, hey, good job. You just got your first client, or you just got an A on the quiz. And all these sorts of things are pre-recorded. All things that are marketing and advertising, I believe, can be put into these sequences that fit into the structure of the topic wheel. So let's go back to that document of that topic wheel. I believe all of us personally as educators, and if we're doing this for brands, if we're doing this for other students, we are only as good as the relationships that we have, that we're able to promote, to bring people through these different journeys. And you see how there's all these possible ways that people can join us on an adventure, and we can keep adding to this same thing. It's not just some cool tool that does transcription. It's not just let's create an interactive adventure. It's not just boosting posts on Facebook. It's not selling products on Amazon. It's all of those things, because all of those are based on the same fundamental algorithm of building engagement, building communities, letting the system do the work for us, and all being done with us making 15-second videos, helping our students make these 15-second videos and feeding it into the system. There's a dozen AI tools that I love to use. I'd love to go further, but we're out of time. But I wanted to just get you thinking about how do you deepen relationships. One of my favorite things to do, so I just got a text message from my buddy Richard Yu, who's one of the top sellers out there, and he just made a little video. You can see. And you can see we've gone back and forth in text. But the next time you communicate with someone on LinkedIn or in text messaging, then I want you to pull out your phone and reply with a video. And you could say, hey, Richard, man, got your video, and we're here at WVU with our friends. And just wanted to say, love you, man. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy Argentina. So there I've made a video, and now I've replied with the video. I can go to my Facebook Messenger, and I can see that there's other people that are sending me messages. And here's my buddy Sal Stefano, and he runs a chain of IV clinics. You know those like vitamin C sorts of things? He's got 20 of them. And I literally will just reply with the video saying, hey, Sal, hope you're doing well, my friend. Greetings from West Virginia, right? So there I've done that, reply with the video. Anytime you would reply with the text on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on whatever it is, just reply with the video. And watch what happens to your relationships. Watch what happens to the students that you have where they're learning how to be more social. And this is how we're teaching students how to be more social, because we understand the strategy. We understand the business of social, right? All right, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.